Hey guys, Coach James here with Locomotion Athletics, and today I'm going to break down the importance of dynamic movement. In this video, we are going to break down what dynamic movement is, why it's important, and how you can implement it into your life. First, let's start with what is dynamic movement? Well, dynamic movement can be defined in many different ways, but to put it simply, it's your body's ability to move in a three-dimensional pattern. Now, this three-dimensional pattern can be expressed in many different forms, such as running, stretching, and jumping. But why is this important? Well, your body is designed to move in a three-dimensional pattern. But unfortunately, we live in a modernized world that does not adhere to this design. Most of the day, we are in what's called a sagittal position, meaning we are in a forward position. Typically, when we walk forward. The same goes for running or jogging, but this could also be sitting at a desk, driving a car, eating food, etc. So this pattern tends to get worse as we age when life becomes more structured and our dynamic physical activity goes down. So let me break this down into layman terms. Moving forward and backward, side to side, as well as having the ability to rotate is good for you. As a matter of fact, it's very good for you. So I want to break this down into three simple categories: traditional dynamic movement, dynamic stretching, and dynamic core activation. Let's begin with traditional dynamic movement. This is important due to the fact that it develops foundational motor patterns. Examples of this would be high knees, skipping, shuffling, and agility. These help immensely with coordination and rhythm. So if you are looking to start crushing it on the dance floor, be sure to start your workouts with these basic movements. Moving on to number 2, which is dynamic stretching. Dynamic stretching is a great tool to use during the warm-up phase of your training session. This is not to be confused with static stretching, which would be more in line with holding stretches for a period of time. Dynamic stretches involve movement that help prime and prepare the body to move things quickly or lift heavy objects. These movements could be different variations of lunges, primal-based movement patterns on the ground such as crawling, or even yoga-inspired movements, many of which are featured in our classes and training programs. These stretches not only increase your mobility, but also reduce your chance of injury during workouts. And last but not least, we're going to talk about dynamic core activation. Unfortunately, I feel this is one of the more underutilized aspects of most training programs. Core activation is extremely important due to the fact that the core is integrated in almost every movement of the human body. So choosing the right exercise is very important. Now, I understand that this can get fairly complicated as there are many core activation exercises out there. So in order to keep things simple, some of the basic examples of this would be weighted carries, anti-rotational movements, and med ball throws. All of these can be modified in different ways, but are essential for maintaining optimal strength through your core and trunk. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and make sure to integrate these different forms of dynamic movements into your workout routine. If you have any questions or would like some additional examples of dynamic movements, please be sure to leave us a comment below, and also be sure to like and subscribe via our YouTube and Facebook page to keep you up to date with all things fitness. I'm Coach James here with Locomotion Athletics. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.